Studies show that 90% of startups and 65% of new businesses fail within the first few years. Today, I'll be sharing with you guys the 5 reasons why most entrepreneurs burn out and quit their businesses. Let's check out today's video. What's good, everybody? This is Hafiz. On this channel, I help 6-figure high performers optimize their lives for holistic excellence. So I'm gonna share with you guys a brief story and let me know if you relate to this. You were an individual who grew up with big dreams, passions, and you wanted to be able to do great things in your life. But you were a good student, you got your college degree, you worked the job, and you did everything the right way. After years of working this job, you realized that, man, you wanted more. So you went ahead and started the side business. And then this side business grew over a period of time, and you realized that, hey, instead of me investing all my time helping someone else achieve their dreams through my job, I want to go ahead and quit my 9-to-5 and go all in via entrepreneurship. But years later, and multiple bags under your eyes later, so much hair leaving your head later, you have realized that you've traded one crappy job for another, and you've realized that your business has now become your greatest headache. If that's you, trust me, guys, I have been there. So I'm gonna tell you guys the 5 signs that you don't have a business and you're potentially on track to burn out. And the sign number 1 is that you don't have any systems. A lot of you guys, if I was to ask you, create that same product or service to every customer and I want them to have the exact experience, most of you guys would be like, I don't know how to do that, because you don't have any systems. Guys, businesses are systems. It's not this idea of, oh yeah, I can make XYZ. And so what does that mean? It means, have you set up your business in a way where without your effort, your business can deliver the product or service that you created directly to your customer? So there's 2 books that I want you guys to buy. The first book I want you to get is called The E-Myth, and the second book I want you guys to get is called Traction. Those 2 books are gonna radically change your life and to be able to help you implement the systems to be able to get your time back when it comes to your business. The second major problem that leads to entrepreneurs burning out is that you don't delegate. If you've used the word, I'm the only person that can do this, no one can do it as good as me, you are on the conveyor belt of burning out. And I recently read a book, which is another book recommendation I want you guys to check out. It's called A CEO Does 3 Things. And what a CEO does is that he delegates, he creates direction, and he manages the dollars, right? But the most important part is delegate. What does that mean? It means the 75 different things that you do, you have to train, equip other people to do so. Man, I've been on this huge Alex Hormozi binge, and he's been talking about this in a lot of his interviews, that how what great CEOs do and what great businesses do is that they train people. If you're someone that's like, man, I don't have time to train them. Guys, if you don't delegate responsibility, if you don't train other people to do your job, you will never have a real business. Because I see so many entrepreneurs and they're doing everything. They're doing HR, they're doing customer service, they're doing sales, they're doing customer retention. And guys, you can only do that so long before you burn out. If you are a 6-figure high performer, I have a free book for you. It's my 6-figure plus man of excellence strategy guide. And in this book, you'll find tangible tools to optimize your life physically, emotionally, spiritually, socially, as well as financially. Get your free copy via the link in the description, the pinned comments, or go to hafizbalku.com. The third sign is because you don't reinvest the profits into training. So many people who are entrepreneurs are like, yo, I want to be able to make this money. I want to be able to fly private. I want to be able to have the nice penthouse, all these nice cars. And so whenever the business starts making money, they pull that money out of their business and they buy shiny things to show everybody, look, I'm successful. I got all this money. I'm accomplished. And I'm telling you, I've been there. I've made that mistake. But what I've realized is that when you start your business, you want to invest all of your profits, almost all, as much as possible, if not all of them, back into coaching, training, optimizing your business. This is something that I'm being honest with you, I'm investing. I'm doing this for the first time this year. I'm investing tens of thousands of dollars into business coaching. And guys, it has been transforming my life, because what you realize is that as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you have to improve. The knowledge that helped you make your first 100,000 is not the knowledge that can help you make your first million. So at each new level, you need better and more helpful information. And so I would highly advise you guys to say, you know what? I'm going to humble myself. I'm not going to buy that new car. I'm not going to move into that new apartment. And heck, if you bought that new car, I'm going to sell that new car. I'm going to downgrade my apartment. And I'm going to take all the money that I've invested into unnecessary things and invest it completely into coaching and training yourself up in your business by finding great business coaches. Fourth reason why so many businesses fail is that you can't sell the business. Another great book I want you guys to buy and read is called Built to Sell, because it talks about the story of this man who has a business that consumes all his time, that he's super stressed out about, but then he eventually learns how to make it an automated system, delegate responsibilities where he can sell it. Because guys, check this out. Let's say I'm an investor right now. I'm like, yo, I want to buy your business for, heck, let's say $10 million. You know, oh my gosh, $10 million is awesome. But if I go through your business and I see that, hold on, in order for this business to run, it requires you. It requires your face in the marketing. It requires you to be in all the meetings. It requires you to be able to talk to the customers. This is not a real business. And so what you find with businesses that can sell and not just sell, but also can be franchised, is that these businesses don't have all the responsibility put onto one person. And so you have to ask yourself the $1 million question: am I able to sell my business? Because whether or not you want to sell, you at least always have your time back. And the last reason that so many businesses fail is because you don't surround yourself with A players. What I've come to find is that in all great businesses, what it requires of these business owners is to be able to put great people not only by their sides, but also in key positions in their business. Steve Jobs said it himself. His superpower is finding great people and putting them in their business. Guys, here's the reality. Whether or not you can hire other A players, the least that you need to do is get around them. So many entrepreneurs live in isolation. They don't connect. They're not networking. They're not meeting other people. They're having no one to bounce their ideas off of. And so that's why it's so important to invest in communities, invest in conferences, and get around other A players to motivate you, to inspire you. And what I found is that by going to these conferences, by going to these events, by finding these different A players, you can find people to bring onto your team. I hope that helps. And please, guys, whatever you do, I have all the advice, just don't go at this alone.